Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Is it on right now? Yes. Okay. Hi everyone. So today, have you ever felt drained after being around people? Have you ever felt drained after being around people? Have you ever felt? This is my laptop. This is my laptop. Apologize. All right. So, have you ever been told too sensitive and you would like to protect your energy, and but you don't know how to um, activate your inner truth to being your true self? Today, we have Hsi-Yin in the house. She is a Biofield Tuning practitioner, and she is a voice healer. Let's welcome her. How she transformed her overwhelmed to living in alignment with her own identity and truth. Let me welcome her. Okay. Let's
Hello.
welcome the one, the only Hsi-Yin.
Hi, Anfina. Nice to see you here.
Yeah, thank you for joining and accepting my invitation.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. This is the first time I'm interviewed in English, so I'm really excited.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the time you are being with Chinese speaking
Yeah,
community and clients, right?
yeah,
You
exactly.
like to introduce yourself, and you
Okay.
are based in Germany.
I believe we will introduce what it is afterwards. And I also am a sound artist, a voice healer. I love singing and I love creating music with my voice and some instruments. Yeah, so. And I
Amazing.
now live in Germany. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for sharing your information. And seeing today we are talking about from self-abandoning and self-honoring. Would you like to share what's your turning point from your self-abandoning situation and how to shift to your current version of you?
Yeah. It's been a long journey, and I think the turning point of my life will go back to about 11, 12 years ago when I was just about to be graduated from the university in Taiwan. And yeah, and the crisis that I had at that time was that I had anxiety disorder. Um, Yeah, about 12 years ago, I had my first panic attack. And when that happened, I actually didn't know it was a panic attack. I just thought that, oh, I'm going to die or something because I just couldn't breathe. And my heart just become really fast. My heartbeat becomes really fast. And fortunately, my sister was with me at that time, and then she took care of me. And I just didn't know why I have this anxiety so much. But then because of that, I started to go to therapy, and it helped me so much. And now looking back, like why that happened is because, yeah, it's because I've been not living like myself. Like I believe this happened because my soul or my authentic self is kind of calling me to go back to her. Because of this anxiety disorder, I started to go on a journey of self healing. So, not just from talking therapy, but also I started to explore mindfulness and starting to explore what it is, who am I really? And in this healing journey, I started to look back into my childhood, and then I realized that, yeah, from the beginning of my life up until I graduated from university, I have been told to not follow my heart's desire. So I remembered as a child, I really loved singing and I love playing music. I love writing stories and poems. But I encountered a lot of disapproval, like from my parents and my siblings. My parents told me to not pursue music because they think it's not a promising future for me. They think that musicians are not going to make money, so they want me to have a stable job in the future. So I was forced to quit learning music. And I think from a very young age, I learned that in order to be accepted or to be loved, I had to abandon what I enjoy because they told me it's not good, or if I keep doing that, I will not be accepted by the society, something like that. So I abandoned my joy, what I really love to do, and just followed like what my parents expect me to do. Singing was still a big part of my life, but not like a center of my life. Yeah. So when I started healing myself, I decided to come back to what I really love, which is singing. Singing and writing. And because of going back to singing, then I stumbled into sound healing, this field. That's why I become a sound healing practitioner now, and now sound and music is the center of my life, and also voice. So yeah, that's the story of my my life in
Thank
short.
you for sharing your amazing story. And I can feel you because we both from Taiwan, from Asia. So oftentimes we follow our parents or our society to do maybe not really something connect to our hearts.
Yeah.
And you mentioned, when I watch your videos on your YouTube channel, like almost videos, I can relate. And I'm also a highly sensitive person. Would you like to share this part with us? Because I know you are also help highly sensitive people to protect their energy, to come back to their house, their vessel, their temple. What's the specializing in this field for you, for your service or for your helping?
Yeah. Yeah. So when I started to explore who I really am, I also started to look into different kind of systems to understand myself, like human design and MBTI or astrology. And then I slowly start to embrace the part of myself that I was ashamed of. And then in recent years, I come across this word, highly sensitive people. And then I took a test and I realized, okay, yeah, I am definitely highly sensitive. Then when I started to accept clients, I also found out that the people who I resonated most with are highly sensitive. So that's why I decide to dive deeper into that and understand myself from that aspect. So highly sensitive means that we are more sensitive to the sensory inputs from our environment, from our like sights or smell or touch. And we also have deeper feelings, like more emotions. So I think very often highly sensitive people in their childhood would experience some kind of misunderstanding from the environment or from their parents. If they are stressed and they're not really emotionally available, then the highly sensitive child would feel that their emotions are not really accepted or understood or validated, and they tend to then choose to hide their emotions, swallow them down, or just learn to not express it, or learn that it's bad to express it, or learn to be ashamed of it. So I believe highly sensitive people, they're largely misunderstood by parents, by society in general. But then I start to understand that it's such a beautiful characteristic. When we start to really learn that emotions is just another language, it's nothing bad, and learn to embrace our vulnerability, to embrace that we can sense a lot of things, a lot of subtle information, then we start to see it as a gift. So I think highly sensitive people in their early age would experience some kind of misattunement. They would kind of abandon themselves more than other people because they want to fit in. They want to align with the environment because they are so good at sensing what other people needs or the vibes of the environment. So they want to just fit in and be accepted. And I think so I think what's important for highly sensitive people is to tune back to themselves again, to not sacrifice themselves anymore because it's hurting themselves, and come back to our home frequency and know that when we are in our center and when we can embrace who we truly are and be attuned to ourselves, then we become a healing instrument ourselves. Then we start to give our gift to this world just by being ourselves.
Wow, that's so beautiful. It reminds me when we had been one-on-one healing biofield tuning healing session 2 times, and you can you use the tuning fork, and you can also sense what's happening and what kind of ages, and even before I was born, you can also feel that energy. And you mentioned about in early ages, highly sensitive people have some different emotions or difficulties. But even before we were born, we had that already. Right? Can you share a little bit about this?
Yeah. So in biofield tuning, we work with the energetic field, which is the field around our body. We cannot see it, but it's very subtle. But we can hear it by the tuning fork, when we resonate with the energetic field. And we found out that in the field, there is actually like a record of our life experience, starting from the conception. So even before you're born, from the moment of conception, then your energy is recorded. The energy of your parents, what are their states, what were their emotions, and what's the atmosphere in the family, already could affect us, affect our energy. And also during the gestation time, so when you are in the mother's womb, you can already sense the mother's emotional state and maybe what's going on in the environment. Because even as a little, really tiny fetus, we were so open to the energy around us and also the emotions of our mothers. And so if a mother was really stressed during pregnancy, then it will affect the also the fetus, the baby in the womb. So we have to be. I think it was so important for me to know that, because I know that my mother was really stressed, really scared, really anxious when she was pregnant with me.
Can I ask, is it related to, I remember you mentioned that you are also second child in your family, right? I don't know your experience, your clients or your community, are there a pattern? Is there any pattern that's often the second child of the family in Asia or in Taiwan? They often have this kind of a character or emotions.
Actually, I do have some clients that are really similar to me, which is really interesting to observe. They're often the second child and they are the daughter. So normally in that family, maybe the parents inherit this really old belief that that the boys are better than girls. Even if they don't consciously say it out loud, maybe it's a really subtle belief that's still in their systems.
Collective energies as well.
The collective.
In the society.
Exactly. So it really affects our self-worth. Even if when we are so little, so young, I don't have so much memory about my childhood, but just I could already sense when I was young, from how my grandparents treated me, or from my parents, I just feel this feeling of not being approved and not being appreciated very deeply. And I don't know why, but now I know why. And it's valid. And but now we have to heal it, and we have the power to heal it too.
And that's also our own responsibility to recognize how the childhood trauma or any like childhood memories, and then we can bring that to our conscious or awareness to heal them, right?
Exactly. So like in Biofield Tuning, the process is a lot like acknowledging our own emotions. So in a session, it's like you or me, I and the clients will listen to the sound or music of the client with just the sound of the tuning fork. The tuning fork will resonate with whatever sound there is in the field, and we can hear the sound of the tuning fork. Sometimes it will go really high, really nervous. Sometimes it goes low, like or sad. So we can hear it, and we just bring that into, like you said, our consciousness. When we start to listen to the sound in our field, that means we start to be mindful, be aware of it. And just by simply listening to our own sound, the sound, the pattern starts to change, starts to shift. Yeah. So, yeah, the most important thing is really just to acknowledge whatever is what we are experiencing and feeling. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing sharing. So, seeing as you show us this tuning fork, I know there's a different hertz, right? Different frequency of
Yeah.
tuning forks. So how do you, like you mentioned about uh, when you start to hitting the sound, uh, when your vibrational frequencies start to going higher, how do you, I mean, a different your heating way according clients' frequencies? Like
Yeah.
which time or until you recognize, oh, now it's changed, then you change a different frequencies tuning fork, right?
No, not necessarily. So normally I only use this 174 hertz fork. In our system, this is called the working horse. So it's it's just a very nice fork. It reflects clearly the vibrations in the field, and it has a lower frequency. That means it has a more range of overtones that we can listen to. So normally when I go in the field and I would just like scanning, okay, listening, and then until I hit a spot that feels like there's a charge there, and I would listen closely, like, oh, okay, this sounds pretty sharp, pretty tense. Um, Normally, it then means that it's anxiety or fear. Oh, when it's fear, then it will sound like woo, like trembling. Yeah, and then I would just stay there. And invite the clients to be aware of the sound as well, and just breathe, be with it. And then normally, like the sound of the tuning fork will entrain this energy back to harmony. And when I sense that, oh, okay, the sound started to shift, now it's going back to like normal again, then I would just continue to move. Yeah. So still using the same fork to
Okay.
kind of comb through the field.
All
Yeah.
right. So you kind of balance the frequencies on the with the body. With
Yeah.
the body. Wow.
Yeah.
I have to experience with you, but often we are lying down and close my eyes. I didn't know what's happening actually.
Yeah. That's all right. Yeah.
That's kind of magic that I experienced. That every time after the healing process, I feel really relaxed and much lighter with my body. That's so
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah, yeah. Because when our energy is stuck out there, is trapped out there in the field, then it weigh us down. Like we would feel heavy because our energy is not not in the center of ourselves. And that happens a lot with highly sensitive people too, because of trauma in the past. Our light, our energy will be trapped in those emotions that are stuck there in maybe in that time of our life. And until we listen to it, acknowledge it, and shift it, and bring it back to our center, and when our energy is back to our center, we will feel lighter, feel calmer. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's I mean that's amazing. I really highly recommend people to experience this magical miraculous healing process with you.
Oh, thank you.
Would you like to share I know you are also a sound voice healer
Mm.
and artist. Um,
Mm.
sometimes you do a workshop on YouTube, and also you have a workshop coming on 28th, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What is that about? Is it more about how to use your voice?
Yeah, it's about coming to it's also like coming back home to yourself,
Mhm.
just with the voice, with your voice. Um, so, yeah, my voice means so much to me in this life. It's like my soul journey to explore my voice. Like I said, when I was young, I really loved to sing because I felt when I sing, it was the only moment that I could feel myself, that I could really connect deeply with myself. When I
Mhm.
sing, I feel like nothing else matters anymore. Like I'm not sensing anything anymore. I'm just like so much in the flow, so much in my home frequency. And then when I decide to not do that anymore as a child, it was it was like disconnection with myself.
Mhm.
And then coming back to sound and music in recent years um, is also means that I picked up my singing voice again and to really explore what made me hide my voice in the past years, um, and start to release those trauma around expression, around sharing my voice. And in this process, I collected many things, many lessons that helped me so much to reconnect with my true voice again. So very often I feel like when people express or sing, they feel like it's performing,
Mhm.
and they would feel, oh yeah, very nervous. They would be afraid of what other people think about them. And I am too. I recognize that within me too. But what helped me a lot to release those fear is to know that authentic expression is the most important thing. It's not about not about singing beautifully or saying the right word to impress people. It's
Mm.
about just showing up as who you are. Just be who you are. And I think um, that will really move people, and that will not only empower yourself but also empower others, and that
Yeah.
will facilitate a true connection
Mm.
between people. So so that workshop, it will be about authentic
Mhm.
expression,
Mhm.
and it is not like a singing or voice lesson. It's more about creating a space and invite people to start to appreciate their own voice and to listen to their own voice from a kinder perspective, not like in a critical way, and to come back to the body, to be embodied in our with our voice. So it's a lot of activities and also intuitive toning, intuitive sounding to get a sense of your soul, your own soul, and the sound of energy, the feeling of your true nature.
I love that, the true nature. Wow, amazing. We will share the your workshop link in the description later. And Hsi-Yin, would you like to share your tuning fork or your any practice that would empower people here who are watching or who will replay later?
Yeah, sure. So I have my fork here, and this is a puck that I would activate the fork. So now I can share like a mini quick tuning with everyone. Okay. So I use my intention to bring everyone, whoever is right here with us, or whoever will be listening to this live stream afterwards, to gather together. That our energy gather together in this moment. And now you can just close your eyes and drop back into your body. And just take a deep breath. So now what we're gonna do is to use the tuning fork to resonate with this collective energy. So our energy will not gonna interfere each other. It's just gonna support each other. And the only thing you have to do is to observe your own body sensations. Observe what you're feeling right now, from head to toe. Okay, so now I'm gonna start to activate the tuning fork. And just keep breathing. Listen to the sound of the tuning fork. Can you hear the tuning fork sound? Yeah, okay, good. So I sense a little bit of a depleted feeling around the head, the upper body. And maybe you're gonna sense different things. Maybe you will feel different kind of body sensations right now. And that's all fine. And just observe, how does your body feel with the sound of the tuning fork? Where does the sound wants to go into your body? Just be curious and open. So I'm still noticing the head area needs some kind of support and nourishment. So yeah, let's just keep on breathing deeply. And maybe bring your awareness to your head and see what's going on there. What kind of sensations you're feeling right now there. Now I invite you to imagine that there's white light surrounding your upper body, surrounding your head. And then when you breathe in this white light through your nose. You're drinking in the white light. And let the light nourish your head, your shoulders, your neck. If you sense any tension here, that's okay. Just acknowledge the tension is there and embrace it with a white light. Yeah, sounds much calmer right now. Now just imagining the white light flowing downward through your heart, through your belly, through your pelvic floor, and down through your legs. And now the light flow downward through the ground, connecting to the earth. Yeah, the tuning fork sounds much brighter now and also more stable. Just keep on bringing your awareness, like feeling the connection from the head all the way down to the earth. Relax your feet, relax your tailbone, relax your pelvic floor. Yeah. So now the tuning fork is making a really beautiful balanced sound. Okay, yeah, so feel free to shake a little bit and give yourself a hug and gently open your eyes. Yeah, thank you for being in this small tuning with me.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, soothing journey.
Yeah,
Thank you for
great.
doing that with us.
Yeah, it's also very nourishing for me.
Oh, amazing. So Hsi-Yin, I know you are mostly have a Chinese speaking community, right? You also offer English speaking service.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So then we will place your website, and people can join your community in line.
Yeah, like I have newsletters. Yeah, and if you speak Chinese, you can join my line group. Yeah, and
Good.
Instagram.
Every,
Yeah.
every Monday you offer uh, also a tuning for healing practice, right?
Yeah, so every month in that line group, I would offer like a really short, also like 5 to 10 minutes tuning. It's like the similar process,
Yeah.
like what we just did, to provide a little bit of tuning for the collective energy of the group. Yeah.
That's so amazing. Thank you, Hsi-Yin. The one last question. Would you have some words to share people who are highly sensitive to empower them and to embrace their character and to let them know they are not alone?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. I feel like, yeah, I feel like as a highly sensitive people, we tend to mask ourselves because we feel like there's something wrong with us. There's some part that feels not acceptable about us, whether it's our sensitivity, whether it's our emotions. And I just want to let you know that you're not alone. Um, there are other people like you out there who are learning to accept themselves. Um, and just know that your sensitivity is not a weakness. Um, yeah, it's not a flaw. It's actually a gift. It's actually your power. There's a reason why there are highly sensitive people in this world, because we sense much more than other people. Um, yeah, we can collect so many information that are valuable for the group, for the community, for this world. So yeah, I think the most important thing is to first love yourself and accept every aspect of yourself. I'm learning that too. Sometimes it's hard to accept every aspect of ourselves because we all have shadows. But
Yes.
when we really can practice to embrace our shadows and start to shift the mindset from, yeah, sensitivity is a weakness to sensitivity is a beautiful gift, then you will start to see why it's a gift. And yeah.
So
So,
powerful message. I love that.
thank you.
I totally relate because I
Yeah,
have
you
been
are.
through, and also I've been through the shadow work a lot, a lot. And it's
Mm,
always, I mean, it's always come back, and
yeah.
we just need to learn to allow it, to accept it, and also to transform it into our power and our strength. And like
Yeah.
you say, it's a gift. It's really a gift because we sense more than others, and we
Yeah.
can collect more information, more messages, and
Mm,
see it
yeah.
as a value to provide to people around us.
Yeah, and I mean we're just so good at knowing what other people need, and
Mhm.
so empathetic too. Um, so I believe that a lot of sensitives love to help people, love to give, but also remember to not overgive, not sacrifice yourself. Yeah, it's so important to first give the love to yourself.
Prioritize
Yeah.
self-love. Mm.
Yeah, that's really important, and I'm learning that so much these days. Yeah.
Wow, that's a beautiful sharing, Xin. Thank you so much for joining me today and
Yeah.
sharing us so much your energy, your power, your time. I truly appreciate your time and your practice with tuning fork. And
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
really highly recommend people to experience this tuning, biofield tuning healing process with Hsi-Yin. And Hsi-Yin also has a very powerful YouTube channel. So if you are Chinese speaking people, yeah, I highly recommend you to subscribe her channel. She has so powerful message to share to the world.
Yeah.
That's why I connected with Hsi-Yin from
Oh,
YouTube.
yeah. Yeah. And I also share my music there. And so even if you don't speak Chinese, you can feel free to tune into those music and hope that you resonate with those sounds as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so
Mhm.
beautiful. All right, thank you, Sin.
Thank you
Have
so
a
much.
lovely weekend. Yeah, have
Yeah,
a
you
good weekend.
too. Thank you for your time. Thank you for inviting me to share my
Pleasure.
stories. Thank you.
Yeah, it's my. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.